And this was a time where the geek never gets the girl as well.
Well, he was sort of special.
There ain't no such thing.
It was really romantic.
It's ridiculous.
You are watching Season with Salt, the weekly YouTube channel where we discuss all things related to being a Christian who is single and dating. And today I am joined by Tega, and we are going to be talking about what we thought a perfect relationship would look like because of like TV. Yes. And movies and films and stuff like that. Okay, so where are we getting this messaging from now? Where are you getting it? Where do you see it?
To be honest, because we live in a digital age, like you were saying earlier, Instagram is definitely where you see a lot of like relationship stuff now. And I think relationship business is booming at the moment as well. So you see a lot of relationship couples, a lot of couples doing like social media stuff and, you know, just showing the world what love looks like from their experience. Yeah. So that's ultimately shaping our current views. But growing up, it's basically Disney.
You came back.
Of course I came back.
Apart from that, I would just say like growing up and just seeing, you know, people you grew up with, because then we didn't have, you know, any telephones to look at on Instagram to see any couples or see what they're doing. We just see, you know, our family members, people in our churches, you know, and people around us. So apart from that and the movies, that's pretty much, I feel like those are the two major things that shaped our ideas growing up, like especially Disney for me.
For me, and Disney. For me, I totally agree. And the relationships I saw modelled around me, if I'm honest, were flawed. And there were some things about them that were amazing. That I definitely take forwards that you're like, oh, I love that they do that. But actually, you know, I was around people within a church setting and out where there was divorce, there was unsettling. And people had to make conscious decisions to invest in their partnerships, to invest in their relationships, to work out the best dynamic. So I definitely saw that in life. I never saw that on a screen. And I definitely don't see that on Instagram now. I think something that I saw consistently, and outside of the kids shows and stuff like that, the stuff that I was engaging with was waiting for men to pick women. Women were picked as soon as they were better looking in some way.
True. Was
women feeling a bit desperate, a bit like clambering round, and men's objective being conquest. You know what, this is sad as well. I just keep admitting really sad things on this show. But like I started rewatching How I Met Your Mother. Oh wow. Which is like, it's you know, okay, like, I don't need to put an adjective to that because I feel like everyone can fill in that blank. It's like, it's easy watching, let's say. But actually I don't think it'd be made now, where more of these discussions are coming about what we're putting out there. It is literally like, there's a character whose literal MO is to con women into sex. You know?
There's no place I would rather be, and no one I would rather be. Go for Barney. Look, you're a gold medalist Japanese figure skater?
Still happens now.
Well, yeah, but like...
So sad.
I kind of... It put me... Having that all around me put me on guard. And maybe we need to be a bit on guard. That actually everyone is there to pursue you for like your body. And a woman's job is to resist as much as possible. And a man's job is to find the best looking person with the most banging body and the best face that all their friends will be jealous with. And in some way, you know, achieve, you know, in a sort of secular sense, that would be probably sexual. In a church sense, it's sort of, I got the idea of like a sort of trophy girlfriend maybe, that they could sort of trot around.
Like a Proverbs 31 woman, perfect, fearful, God-fearing woman, like and everything. Meek, she's so calm. She doesn't say much. She cooks for you every night.
But she's super wise. That standard is so hard. And also, for me, I don't feel like I have fit into that sort of size 6, long hair.
Definitely not.
You know, quiet. That sort of person who doesn't bring their opinion or, you know, that's not what we're about. So it's really hard to see that the whole time that a man will sort of pick that out. And also how rubbish for blokes as well. To feel that they are successful romantically
Only when they
when-
get
yeah.
the most beautiful girl or the most quiet and peaceful.
So we sat down.
Yeah.
We watched through a few different episodes, a few different shows,
Yeah.
stuff that will be pretty familiar for most people, that we will have grown up around
Yeah.
and seen a lot of. And let's just see how we felt about rewatching some of those iconic scenes.
Because she's your lobster.
Oh, she's going somewhere.
I love the lobster thing. I know it's rubbish, and I know we're specifically filming because this is rubbish, but there's a part of me that's like, maybe she's right. I feel like I genuinely did believe that it would be that simple, though. That the person would come and they would be your lobster. And it might be a bit tricky at first, but you know...
There's too many waves right now.
Sandy! Teddy? What are you doing here? I thought you were going back to Australia.
This was Sandy.
So polar opposites, isn't it? This like prim and proper pink dress with
So pretty,
hair flicking.
so cute, so meek. I think this is what a lot of, the men are told to go for. Someone who's meek.
And she just wants the like popular bad boy.
And this was a time where the geek never gets the girl as well.
I know, and they all just make fun of the like.
Who created these ideologies? Who created this stupid ideas?
We believed it. We watched it, and this slut shaming of Rizzo.
Oh, my days, ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Honestly.
And I feel like that created her image as well, and it kind of impacted the way she saw herself too.
Yeah, totally.
Because if you look at her, in her eyes, she looks so lonely, so like, it's heartbreaking. Especially if you're 16, it's heartbreaking to see.
Yeah. Oh look, and here he is. He's tried to
Rebrand himself. This is where you see the personal growth. A little bit of personal growth.
It's just the idea that you've got to like sex yourself up for a man.
He didn't sex himself up.
She did.
She did, but then he did change himself for a woman too. So it does work both ways. I think for men, it tends to be more of a build yourself up intelligently.
It's all physical though. The changes they're making are physical. It's not
And then she starts smoking.
smoking.
The hair's beautiful though, honestly. Her hair is gorgeous.
Tell me about it, stud.
So you would say you know the Lord?
Yes, I would say I know the Lord. You think the Lord is okay with this asking price?
I think this movie is actually quite interesting because I heard a quote recently, or actually heard someone say something recently about if you can't be a good friend, you can't be in a healthy relationship.
If you can't be a good friend.
If you can't be a good friend.
Like, I know that there are two romantic relationships here with her husband, the old woman's husband who's died, and I can't remember her character name, but Priscilla,
Yeah.
who like has got that husband, and there's so much tension between them.
Yeah.
This is the relationship that's like magic to me.
Yeah.
The mentoring relationship, the relationship between the two women.
And they recognize each other's struggles as well.
Oh my gosh, it's
And it's so beautiful to find someone you can relate to and build up together. It's rare these days because we're the cancel culture. So it's really rare to find, someone to really bond and relate with and grow with as well.
and the way that it's like discipling, isn't it, really? Yeah. The way that she sort of talks to her about her walk and her struggles. And
That was something that only he could do. It was my job to seek him, to trust him, and to stand on his word.
And it really shows how God can place important relationships in your life, not just romantically.
yeah, because that's the fruitful relationship, and it seeps out into her other relationships,
into everything, even her relationship with her daughter, her relationship with her husband,
but I guess
and her relationship with herself.
Actually, what is being strengthened, I guess, through that mentoring is her relationship with God, and that's what's sort of like rippling through. And like when I saw this, it made me want to, to get a mentor, but to be a mentor.
But this one is so powerful because they're making each other better. Because she didn't have this when she was growing up. Because she said in her marriage it was difficult. She faced the same trials and everything, and she never had anyone to talk to her about it. And now she's grown as a person, and she's still growing as a person.
And she gets that companionship and that family from her. I guess what I feel is that it's okay to indulge in these stories, but you need to know you're indulging.
Yeah.
And you need to put a barrier in place between what is real and what is fiction, and realize that literally everything, and it doesn't even have to be the rom-coms and stuff like that, but literally everything is just fabricated for our entertainment.
By somebody.
Yeah. I just think it's a case of knowing what you're watching.
Exactly.
Knowing not to expect it. No one's running to the airport for you. You know, no one's...
To be honest, I hope someone does at some point in my life, because...
I've never been to a wedding where someone's like burst in at the back and objected. You know, like it's just not live.
Yeah.
So to know that, but also to like actively choose.
Yeah.
To watch the War Rooms, to watch the Moulins, to watch those films and be like fed by it. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you have enjoyed this, like and subscribe, and check out our next week's show.